We are live on RC Conference Live. Happy
Hello, hello.
Saturday.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Tonight is trivia night. I think we got some good questions for everybody tonight and some goodies to give away at the end.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll let some people get on before I guess we start really asking questions. But I know, Gabe, you've been working on these questions, and I'm looking at them. We got a pretty good list of questions here. I'm looking forward to this.
Yes, definitely. Same here, man.
Yep.
If you're curious, so I did this in my lunch break at work. Okay, technically, I would say roughly I spent on them, 15 minutes max. And we have 30 questions. The last trivia question night that we had, I think roughly we had 24, right? On this one we have 30, so I kind of did overtime on this one. So we'll see, man.
Green Frog, welcome. Shade Tree, welcome. I'm looking forward to it. Also, guys, so there is 3 questions that are actually going to be a sound that's going to be played, and you have to name that sound.
That's correct.
With that, so changing it up a little bit, adding to, I guess you could say, from the last trivia.
And also, I don't know if you heard, and those of you just barely joining us, there will be a question that will be asked that will get you to win a goodie bag, right? Right, John?
That is correct. So our last question of the night, which is the last question on our sheet.
Yep.
The first person to answer properly, so we'll be watching the chat, and the first person to answer in the chat the correct answer will win a goodie bag, and that goodie bag will consist of a thumb controller for your RC remote, 3D printed, awesome, that I printed, also a spur gear holder, 3D printed, as well as some RC Basher Boy stickers, some JMH RC stickers, and the very first RC Conference Live sticker, which actually hasn't officially been made just yet. It's in the process as we speak. And so that person will get the very first sticker for that. Not a whole lot, obviously, not a lot of money in this or anything, but just want to appreciate everybody taking the time to participate and be with us on Saturdays.
Yeah. And let me tell you this, okay? I know it's not, like you said, I know it's not a lie, and I do concur with that. But, ladies and gentlemen, okay, if you heard correctly, the sticker, the decal, the RC Conference Live decal, okay, it is still in the works. We're working on it, but it will be exclusively given tonight. Okay, the last question of tonight that will be given to you if you answer correctly. I mean, you gotta have, those John Wayne, thumbs that you have to type in the answer. So yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see.
Yep. It's gonna be good. It's actually, I'm looking forward to that question, maybe more than any of them, because that one stumped me. So
I'm surprised. And I'm surprised by it. Okay. Yeah. So I want to see John's reaction while we get the answers. I want to see John's reaction once I, ask the question. And I really want to see if people know this.
Yeah, okay. It's gonna be a good one.
Hell yeah. And the questions for tonight, I will generalize. There are crawling questions. There's tools there's questions that pertain for tools, RC companies in general, hardware, brands. So all of that, it is implemented in on these 30 questions. So it's going to be a hell of a night, I got to tell, man. It's going to be very, very fun, super exciting, and I just can't wait to, get started here.
Absolutely. And there's also a little bit of RC YouTube channel questions in here as well.
That's correct.
So
That's
you've done
correct.
a good job of mixing up the questions and having a little bit of everything in here. I like it.
Thank you. Yeah, man. It's just putting my mind to it. That's all it was.
Yep. No, I think it's gonna make for, I think, a fun night. So.
Oh yeah, man. So anyway, before we start, ladies and gentlemen on chat, if you guys are planning to go out to RC, let us know in the comment section. Also, if you have any ideas, an idea for a show for John and I that we can implement here in RC Conference Live, let us know in the comment section. Oh yeah, we do read the comment section here, and any suggestion, it is highly welcome. So, and also, let us know if you have a plan for the weekend that you're gonna go out in RC or what have you. If you broke something, if you had a good experience, a bad experience with RC, let us know in the comment section, and we'll definitely highlight your comments. And yeah, we'll talk about it.
Definitely. Are you doing any RCing this weekend?
I'm thinking about it. I don't know if I want to go out crawling or just go out bashing. But I'm thinking about it. Who knows? Maybe. What about you?
I haven't done anything so far, but I've charged batteries for my drag car. I need to go out and make some test passes with it. I've put it off all week, so I'm definitely going to do that sometime tomorrow. And I'm actually thinking about Monday, since it's a holiday, taking a crawler and going somewhere, maybe to we've got a couple local parks that I can do like a trail, a trail crawl type thing. So I'm thinking about doing that. I don't know. I'm going to do something, I think, on Monday, either that or go to one of the local crawl spots. I don't know, something.
Cool, man. Awesome.
Shade Tree says he's become fascinated by rock racing.
Oh, hell yeah, man. That is something that it's pretty cool. A vehicle that just comes to mind will be the Losi Rock Ray. That thing just devours rock, on the quicks, how they say. So, and also CJ Villaseran, says, hi all, tuning in from Manila, Sunday morning already here. Congrats on the channel's progress. My friend, wherever you are in the world, I highly appreciate you tuning in.
Definitely.
And we highly appreciate the support, my friend. Hopefully you also enjoy our show that we have tonight. And again, it is trivia night. We have all sorts of RC questions. Let us know if you have the answers.
I'm jealous, Paul, with the 4 new buckets of rocks to add to your course. I miss my backyard course, actually.
Nice. That's cool.
So you want to ask the first question?
Yeah, man. Of course. Let's get started. Just wanted to see if we get all of the audience ready, good to go. But yeah, man, it is the time. So what do you think, John? Should we start from one, or then you just mix it up? What do you say?
That doesn't matter. Just pick one. Pick one and ask.
Okay, you know what? Fine. So let's do this one. And it reads, ready, ladies and gentlemen? It says, I was Truck of the Year in 2014 for RC Car Action magazine. What RC truck are we talking about? Let's see. Let's see if we got the answer for that one. And let me tell you this, I own it, but not that version of it. Okay. So Shade Tree RC says the RC10. Guru, good evening, welcome. It is not the RC10. Paul Pittman says the X-Max. It is not the X-Max. I'll read the question again. It says, I was Truck of the Year in 2014 for RC Car Action magazine. What RC truck are we talking about? And of course, ladies and gentlemen, Google could be your best friend. If you don't know the answer, if you can Google it and type it in, that does count. Okay. And also, you're learning something in the process.
Yeah, I mean, we really have no way of knowing if you're Googling or not. So it's not the Losi Mini T, right?
That's correct. It is not. It is not the Rift. And let's see. So Green Frog, I will tell you this, ladies and gentlemen.
He's lukewarm.
Yes. He is in the ballpark. And the brand, that's what Green Frog got right.
Yep. I only know because I Googled it myself because I wanted to see.
The TT Pro. The TT Pro. What is the TT Pro?
I don't know that one.
I don't know that either. But no, it is not a TT Pro. The Triple XT. Oh, no. Paul Pittman, no. You're going short course on that one. Or a stadium truck, that is. The Shade Tree RC says Tenacity. Nope, it is not a Tenacity. In 2014, I don't think the 10 even made its debut. I think the 10 came on like in 2015, 2016, around there. Before it even became a Tenacity.
Green Frog.
Boom, Green Frog. He's got it. But now, look, I'll validate that answer because there are two versions of the Losi LST XXL2. There is the gas version, and yes, I did say this correctly. Okay, most people, when you say, is it gas? It is gas. Okay, it does not use nitro. That is a truck that you literally mix gas and oil. Okay, to the truck. That is the fuel that you do use. Right. I think it's super unleaded gas and oil. So you do mix gasoline and oil on that truck. So it made the magazine. It was Truck of the Year. Okay. So it was the gas version and also the electric version. I do own the electric version on that one. And I got to say, man, I wish I owned the gas, but the electric version is just as good.
Nice.
So, yeah, Green Frog. Awesome, man. You got it.
Nitro Freak, welcome.
Good evening. Welcome. Paul Pittman's two-stroke, yes.
A few more people jump on. So it is trivia night tonight. We just started asking questions at the end. Our very last question of the night, which is our last question on our sheet, is for a small prize, a goodie bag, if you want to call it that, which will have a couple 3D printed items that I've printed that RC related, a pinion gear holder and a thumb controller for a remote, some RC Basher Boy stickers, some JMH RC stickers, and the very first RC Conference Live sticker will go to the winner. Only the last question matters for that. Everything up till then is for fun and our knowledge.
Yes, and also we will let you know. We will say, hey, so this last question that's coming up, not right now, but I'm just saying theoretically, when it comes up, this is the answer. This is the question that the first one who answers, will get you the goodie bag that John mentioned here. So we will say it.
Yep.
So, and everybody who's just joining, good evening. Hopefully you guys are having a great weekend.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, man. So we knocked one out of the park.
Yep.
You want to ask one?
Yeah. I'll, let's see here. I'll ask what I think is an easy one.
Sure.
Hyrax is a tire from which company?
Let's see.
So again, that is Hyrax is a tire from which company?
Oh, Green Frog. Look at that. Look at Green Frog. Well, and he misspelled it, but he's there.
Sure. That is the answer, Proline. I have a set of Proline Hyrax, the Class 1 version, on my trail walker, and it performs very well.
I bet. And also I have a set of Hyrax on my new Wraith, the 1.9.
John Martin, welcome.
Hey. Good evening, John Martin.
Green Frog said he missed
see you, my friend.
Paul. Keep in mind, these questions right now don't really, there's no points or anything on this. Just the very last question of the night will matter for our little giveaway.
Yeah, and I mean, there's no competition. We just like to see the answer there. If you guys want to keep a score among each other, go ahead. But we're just ready for just that one question that we will say, by the end of the night here. So even if you got it wrong, no worries.
Sean,
hey,
welcome.
Sean, good evening.
Since Sean's on here right now, there's a question I think you should ask.
Yes, there is. There is a question for you, Sean. Well, technically, it's not a question for you. We kind of know the answers for all the viewers, for all the followers that you have, right? And since I'm the creator of all these questions, I did think of you, my friend. And you mind if I read it here, John?
Go ahead. Take it away.
All right. So, question reads, Sean's RC Adventures hates a tiny crawler. Name which one? Let us know in the comment section, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I'll read it again. Sean's RC Adventures hates a tiny truck crawler. Name which one? So let's see.
Wait, I wanted to highlight. Paul,
hey, Green Frog.
That's awesome. Yep, Green Frog got it. And
Paul
Pittman. I'm glad our show brings you some enjoyment. That's what this is about. Is have a good time and enjoy the hobby.
Yeah, and I highly appreciate it too, Paul Pittman. Thanks for the kind words, my friend.
Definitely.
So Green Frog, what? Green Frog again? SCX 24?
Yep. And Sean says all of them.
Yeah, so on all of them, now let's think. So Charisma also makes the 124th scale as well, right?
Element has one.
Element, and also Kyosho, with their little there's the Jimny, I think it is, and there's an old school Forerunner on there. And to my knowledge, okay, the little small scale crawlers. But yeah, but I was just meaning that one Axial SCX 24.
Yeah, in particular. Yep.
Yeah, in particular, because I know it always comes up, and he definitely has, some answers to all of that. How he even calls it the banter, right? Everybody says you should get a mini crawler and this and that, and well, he says otherwise. So.
Yep. And Green Frog says the ECX 124th Barrage, and then Guru says the Losi Micro Crawler, or Losi 124 Trail Trekker. I hadn't heard of that one.
The Trail, now that's old school, man. That is yeah. I don't have it, but I know which one it is. That's old school. So awesome, man. Hey, are you enjoying these questions, John? What do you think?
No, I am. I mean, and that one, of course, that's that particular one there. I mean, we like to have fun with Sean and that, he loves those 124 scales so much. So, where did there's I got a question I want to ask because I do not know the answer to it.
Sure.
I just ran across it. So here's another question for everyone. What remote from Spectrum is Android based?
Wait. You're serious? You don't know the question? I mean, you don't know the answer to that? I'm sorry.
I do not. No, I do not.
What? Ladies and gentlemen, so if you don't know,
I don't really have any Spectrum radios.
J3RC says the rugged. No. Green. Wow. Look at Green Frog. The X6R. Yes, he is right. He is right. So now, if you're not familiar with the remote, and that is the correct answer, by the way. If you're not familiar with the remote, the DX6R is basically Android based. Okay, it is a screen that you can, get all these apps. For example, I do have plenty of Tiken motor and ESCs. You can actually even download an app, from Tiken, and you can actually just do all of your tweaks and features here on your phone. It is kind of like a phone technically, on your remote. Okay. If you want me to show it off here tonight, if you're still curious on how it looks like, what it does, even the booting. Okay. Even if you want to start it up, it takes like about, I would say, 45 seconds to a minute just to start up.
Wow.
So let's say, for example, if you're out and about and you're ready to go, make sure you turn on that remote before you even think of going to head out to the trail. Actually, I will even just turn it on in the car and drive, because it takes that long to load up. So there it is.
Yeah. All right, learn something. I didn't even know there was a remote that was from anybody that was Android based.
And look, let's see. John Martin says Basher Boy's favorite, and then Paul Pittman, he says he had no idea. The DX6R is Basher Boy approved. Yes, it is, especially by the Angry Birds app. Yes, I do have Angry Birds on that remote. Okay, so if you guys want to see it, you know what? Let me just hold it here Let me get it really quick. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn it on, and I'll just have it there until it starts up, and you'll see it. Just give me a second.
Sounds good. Yeah, Paul, I had no idea either. So, me and you learning something here. So that's actually why I like the trivia is learn something new every time with the trivia. So it works out well for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the DX6R. Okay. And it looks like the 5, I think it's the 5 Pro, what they so call. But yeah, so this is the one that's Android based. So we're going to go ahead and turn it on here. And yeah, see?
Wow.
So according to my screen, it kind of looks dirty, but no, that's just, my, see the...
Oh, it's reflecting.
Here's my hand. Yeah, it's reflecting. Don't think it's dirty. It's not dirty. But yeah, so when, like I stated before, if you're going to go out and crawl, or if you're going to go out and race, if you're going to go out and bash, make sure you turn on this thing even before you even consider going out, because of what you're seeing on your screen.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And again, this is Android based. Okay, this thing does update by itself. Okay, this thing is technically a phone. I mean, you cannot make phone calls or anything like that, right? But it's just technically a remote that is, Android based. And as you can see, so there's the Raceware. That is the app that Spectrum uses. Right? And then here's the app for the Tiken. And then here's Angry Birds, right? You see that? There it is. And yeah, look, and right now it's still booting up. Okay. There you go. See it.
Thanks for stopping in, Javier.
Hey, Javier. Good evening. Welcome. And look, see, it's still going.
Wow, that's crazy how long it's taking it to boot up.
See, look.
I think my laptop boots up faster than that.
Yeah. So that is, and look, and this, I do know of other people that complain, that have this, that complain about the battery life. The only thing is, man, once you do all your mixes and all your adjustments or whatever, just turn off the screen. And this thing does not consume, that much battery at all. Okay, and this thing, it does tell you right here, how much battery you have, because this is not a remote that you manually input, AA batteries or a AAA or what have you. This remote has an integrated battery. Okay, you do charge it with your port, or if you have even your phone wire, okay, for your charger, this will work as effectively as well. So yeah.
Awesome.
So there it is. So you want me to turn it off now? Continue with the show. So what you do here is just power off. See? Power off. And look, well, the irony, right? It shuts off in seconds.
So Green Frog has a good question.
Does it? I don't know. That I don't know. I mean, you can mess with it. It has YouTube. I mean, you can put Facebook on there. Does it have Alexa? I mean, you can probably even order a pizza on there. I mean, I don't know, right? But but yeah, so there it is, the DX6R. Okay. So the more you know, ladies and gentlemen, there you go.
Nice.
And Paul Pittman says it would be nice if you get the Castle Link app. Yes, you can. Okay, remember, this is Android-based. Okay, you can go to the Google Play Store, download it, and you'll have all the features there. Yes, you can. That's the reason why, Spectrum went, Android on this remote. So there you have it. On to the show, ladies and gentlemen. We have plenty of questions to ask you guys.
And I think we should do one of the sounds.
Okay.
You pick it.
I pick it?
Yep.
Okay. All right, John, let's do 5. So the question, yes.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready. And then, so the question reads, ladies and gentlemen, says, by listening to the sound, name this RC electronic. No, let's wait for it. Man, that was clean, I gotta say. That was really, really good. And I'll read it again. Okay, by listening to the sound, name this RC electronic. Shade tree, look at that.
Nice. Shade tree got to the jump. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I really like the idea behind the sounds.
The sound?
That's I like that.
Can you take me off the showcase?
Oh yeah,
please?
Yeah. Sorry.
That was great.
Paul says it sounds like a Savox.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, that is extra credit right there. Paul Pittman. Yes. Wow. That is yes. You're correct. That is correct.
Nice. Nice. All right, so I've got one I'm going to ask because I know the answer, and it's sort of oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Before Javier said that he wanted to say something, we need a lot of prayers for our brother Steve-O.
Steve-O D, yes. Definitely,
so everybody
definitely.
keep him in your thoughts and prayers, and hopefully he'll do good. Good evening.
Yeah, man. Hey, Tank, good evening. And yes, so Steve-O, if you're listening, hopefully he's with us. Hopefully, he's recovering, maybe, probably. But, yes, so prayers for him, gotta say. So
definitely. So, I was going to ask a question that sort of hits home to me a little bit. The term Axe Edition is to what RC vehicle? And again, that is the term Axe Edition is to what RC vehicle?
Oh, wow. Look at Shade Tree.
Shade Tree's on it.
Shade Tree's on the money, man.
Paul right behind him. But yeah, that one hits home for me. I'm a Gen 8 guy.
Yeah,
So
I
when
figured.
saw
I
that,
figured.
I was like, "Oh, nice."
I figured. And yeah, and once again, if you're curious how I got these questions, I try to generalize as much as I could. Because obviously, there's many people that are into the RC hobby that really love our other RC companies and other stuff, and I just really want to generalize here. And since you asked that question, look at how generalized I went. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the next one? Speaking of generalizing, are you guys ready for the next one? Ready?
Yep.
All right. So next question reads: True or false? Hobby Zone is an airplane brand carried by Horizon Hobby. True or false? And I'll ask it again. True or false? Hobby Zone is an airplane brand carried by Horizon Hobby. Look at it. Shade Tree RC. Yep, he's right. It is true, ladies and gentlemen. If you go to Horizon Hobby, Hobby Zone, it is an airplane brand, okay, that you can go into, and do I own any planes by Hobby Zone? I think I do. I'm not sure. Right now, not even the name comes into mind, right? But yeah, I own a really, really tiny plane that I think I've only flown like twice. So yeah, so there you go. Look, I even asked airplane questions.
Nice. And there's a question that I think you should ask while we know this person is in the chat right now.
Okay. And which one would it be? Give me
11.
11. Oh. So, well, before I ask it, okay, and the Tank RC, you will be featured here shortly. Before I ask that question, I gotta ask briefly, John, have you ever flown? Have you ever flown a drone? Have you ever flown an airplane?
No airplanes. I have flown drones. Actually, I haven't flown one in a few years. I have a couple sort of cheap ones, and I actually used to have I may still have it. I can't remember. A small helicopter, like real small. Like when I say small, like really small. One that's technically indoors but can sort of be outdoors. It's dual propellers or whatever. Trying to remember what brand it was, but definitely never flown a RC plane, but have done drones.
Sweet, man. Sweet. And me, I mean, generally, I just done planes. I was gonna pull, the trigger on going onto drones and FPV flying and all that, but once I saw how much it was, once I saw, everything that goes into just to fly an FPV drone, a racing drone, I just said, no, I just lost interest there. But I mainly do, airplane, and that's if I feel like it, because I am not an experienced pilot. I don't even know if I call myself a pilot, but I'm totally amateur, when it comes to flying. So, and I do own a plane. Okay, I don't think I've ever featured it.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I do own a plane, and it is, Horizon Hobby does carry it. I don't even know if they still do, but yeah, maybe in future shows I'll probably get it and feature it here and there. So.
Definitely.
But yeah, so for flying, I just do airplanes. Alrighty, so ladies and gentlemen, you guys ready for the next question? And yes, the Tank RC, since he's still here, the question reads: The Tank RC has a Tamiya beetle, Herbie the lob bug, also known as. Now, people that follow the Tank RC, I'm always making fun of that vehicle. Okay, what do I call it? That's pretty much what I'm asking.
Yeah,
and I'll ask you a question again.
On our show before, I think it's been shown on the show once.
Yeah. Look at it. Green Fog got it.
Yep.
And the Tank got it. So, and then I'll read it one last time. It says the Tank RC has a Tamiya beetle, Herbie the love bug, and it's also known as, and I call it the Porsche. Okay. I think so. The Tank RC built that vehicle, I would say, a couple years back. I don't remember the year. He did take us, through the whole steps of, when it started, intermediate. I think he even put the body magnet clips. I think it was, magnets, so it can just sit on
He's
the
got
chassis.
that
And
soft top piece on it too.
that's correct.
Actually, well built. Like, I mean, it's really
Yeah.
nice.
Very nice, very beautiful, and I just fell in love with it myself. I'm a huge fan of that car, and I technically, to me, I just call it the Porsche. So, and yes, I know it's a Volkswagen Beetle, but I just call it a Porsche. Okay,
It will always be the Porsche in my eyes now because of this. Because
yes.
I mean, I've caught on to it, and now it's the Porsche. So,
and since we asked about it tonight, Green Frog answered it. Even Tank himself answered it. So it is the Porsche, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
All righty.
Very nice.
So next question. What do you think, John? Go for it. Go nuts.
Let's see here. We're gonna do a riddle. Solve the riddle. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
My wheelbase differs depending on the model. I'm equipped with portals. I could climb like no other. So it's a riddle. My wheelbase differs depending on the model. I'm equipped with portals. I could climb like no other.
Paul Pittman's got it.
Yep.
Paul Pittman. Hoo-hoo. Hey, Guru, the Capra. And yes, the Capra even it even has portals, but the thing is, the Capra does not have different wheelbases, or does it? Now, correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't think it does.
It just comes with only wheelbase, right? So that's not the end. And now the TRX6, which is still a TRX4 per se, right? But
yeah, with an extra
TRX4 is mainly what we're looking for.
But basically, you had what? You had the was it the Defender was a particular wheelbase, right?
So generally, it is the TRX4 Sport, okay, and then from there, yes, the Defender, and then the more what is it? The Ford Bronco, the old gen, the new gen, right? That just came out, and then the Blazers, all the years, which is the 69, the 72, and the 79, which you can get that, also ready to run.
Yep.
And I can think about the other one, but I think that's it. No, I cover most.
Yeah, I think the Sport, Defender, and then all the others were the same wheelbase. I think those were like the three wheelbases. I think.
No, if I'm not mistaken, the Defender is actually longer than the Sport.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, Sport was one wheelbase, the Defender's one. Come from stock, and then all the others were basically the same wheelbase. I believe is what I meant.
Yeah, see, there you go. The Defender's 12.8, the rest are 12.3. Yep, that is correct. Now the new Bronco, if I'm not mistaken, that is also I believe a 12.8 chassis. I think it is. Maybe wrong.
No, I don't know on that one.
And funny thing, okay, I don't know what's going on over there at Traxxas, but everybody's still waiting. When is the new Bronco coming out? You go on their website and it's still out of stock. So they made a big deal of it. Oh, it's coming out and this and that. And you see it with all the channels coming out. And if you physically want to get one, well, you're out of luck because they're out of stock.
Sean says the new one's 12.3.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, look, I'm glad I'm talking to you guys because I mean, I may say things that are probably wrong, but I definitely will take Sean's answer there, which is the 12.3. So yeah, that's great, actually. That's cool.
Yep.
All righty. So how are you feeling so far, John? What do you think about these questions?
I'm liking them. I think they it's good. A fair mix of questions, and there's definitely some that I'm looking forward to as we go on. So.
Yeah. So, you ready for me to ask one?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
All right. So, question reads: LCG stands for what?
Everybody should get this one.
I'll read it again. LCG stands for what? I mean, I know it's an abbreviation, but what does it stand for? Look at Shade Tree. Damn. Yep. Shade Tree has the fastest thumbs in the West.
Very nice. Let's see here. I'm looking through the questions.
And also, and let me just clarify here stuff. Everybody who comments, again, there's no right or wrong answer. Anybody who answers first, second, third, again, we're not keeping track, except for the last question. Okay. Once we get to the last question, we will verify, who commented first, because the last question of the night, we'll repeat this again. The last question of the night will get you a goodie bag. Okay. It will consist of stickers, some 3D printed parts, and exclusively, okay, I'm saying this exclusively, our show sticker. It is also made here exclusively. We haven't given those out. It's still in the works, right, John?
Yep,
we're
correct.
Still making it
as we speak.
Yeah, as we speak. We did come up with a logo. Actually, no. Green Frog RC helped us with our show logo, absolutely, which is RC Conference Live. There is a sticker for it, and if you win tonight, you will be the first person to have that sticker.
Even
who knows when it's ready?
Gabe or myself.
Yes. Okay. So you will have that sticker exclusively. So you'll be able to win it tonight. And we'll let you know when that yeah, see, there you go. We'll let you know when that question, comes up. But right now, we're just, shoot the bull. We're just, relaxing, listening to some questions. And again, doesn't matter if you answer first, second, third, as long as we get an answer in chat. That's what that's what we care.
So Sean, we can get you one of those. It's going to have an SCX 24 in it.
I want. And yeah, and we'll get some brass in there, some hookup parts for the SCX 24.
Yeah, I can 3D print some high clearance links for you.
And yeah, I mean, I can get you some really, really good aftermarket parts for that SCX 24. Hell yeah.
Oh, let's see here. Another good one.
Yeah, man, go for it. Go nuts.
All right. So, true or false question, guys. A EC3 is the same size as a EC5. And that is true or false. An EC3 is the same size as a EC5.
Yeah, Green Frog's got it.
And I didn't know the answer to that because I've never used those. So,
everybody falls.
And Sean, I actually think that could be entertaining. I think I could be down to watch that, actually.
Right? So the question from the EC3 and the EC5. Now, the EC3 and the EC5s, there's a little, blue connectors, and actually usually Horizon Hobby would come with those. Now they call it the IC5s, which is now they're orange, but before all that smart technology stuff that they came out with, they were blue. EC3, think about this, ladies and gentlemen. ST60s, XT90s, I guess the shorter the number, the smaller the number that is, the smaller the connectors. So EC3 is the standardized. The EC5, that's the one that you can actually plug in like a 4S or a running circuit or what have you. the EC3, you can run like a 2S or 3S. Same thing with the XT60s. You can just run a 2S or 3S. The XT90s, that's where you can actually run more current on those connectors. And yeah, I mean that's about it. And now the Deans now, like I told you before, Deans are just only specified for just running 2S, 3S, maybe 4S, depending on how much throttle you're giving it. But yeah, the T plugs or the Deans, I would just highly suggest you use a 2S or a 3S. If you do a high current on a Deans, yeah, most likely you will desolder them because of how hot they get. And I'm telling you this by experience. Okay, that is my experience of running big old batteries on Deans, and they always come undone. So yeah, the more you know, ladies and gentlemen.
There you go. So here in the next, I say 5 minutes, we should do another sound question. I think.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be the next one, but in the next, say, 5 or 10 minutes, I guess.
No, definitely. Okay. So while we get there, I got one. Actually, I got a question here.
Okay.
And let me tell you this, okay? I even learned, when I was coming up with all these questions, I even learned, the answer to this question. That it was completely new to me. But here it goes. It reads, Moore's Ideal Products is also known as.
I did not know the answer to this one.
Me neither.
I learned something too.
So again, I'll read it again. Moore's Ideal Products is also known as.
Shade Tree.
Look at Shade Tree. Wow. It is MIP. Yes.
Good job.
And how do I know this? So I technically Googled MIP, and their website just came up. Okay, and they strictly, they do have their name. It's there. It is Moore's Ideal Products. Okay, it's there on their website, and I was like, oh wow, so that is an abbreviation to something cool.
Yeah, I totally was like, did not know that.
Me neither.
It seems so simple once you know it, but
right? Yeah, wow. Hey, so Shade Tree is actually, he's on the money tonight, man.
Right?
Yep.
He might be able to give AZ a run for his money.
I know, and yeah, I guess he's not. Is he on chat? No, huh?
I haven't seen
him. So yeah, man, you're ready to ask one? Go ahead.
Okay. TLR is an abbreviation for what?
Let's see this one.
TLR are an abbreviation for what? And welcome. Hello, RC.
Good evening. Welcome. So yeah, so TLR. God, look at Shade Tree. Damn.
Is on it.
Team Low C Racing.
Very nice.
So if you guys are probably wondering, so where does TLR come from? Okay. I'll give you a perfect example. Okay. So in the world of cars, and I'm sure John can relate, and I know you like Ford, John?
I mean, I like all cars. So, I mean, I guess I'm a Chevy person at heart, but I like all cars.
So let's just use Ford, I guess, for an example. So there's the Ford Mustang, right? And then there's the SVT Mustang, right? SVT stands for Special Vehicle Team. Same thing with Losi, okay? So there is, I would say the Losi 8, right? And then there's the TLR 8. Okay, so you can kind of see the difference there.
I didn't know that. I mean, I didn't know that. So basically, if it's a TLR, it's it's a higher model, basically.
Yes. So I do own a ready-to-run Losi 8. Okay. If you buy an 8, okay, it's basically a kit. I don't know if Axiomatic is here tonight, but I think he built one recently. But that is technically a TLR Losi 8. Okay. But the one that I have is just a Losi 8. It's just, a brand made by Losi, but it's just it has good components here and there, but not the more sophisticated parts that come on a kit per se. So that is the difference between a TLR and a regular Losi vehicle. And of course, can I upgrade my regular 8 with TLR parts? Yes, I can. Why? Because they're compatible. Okay,
Nice.
but in general, that's what it is. And of course, I can go if you don't like the manufacturer, right? So Chevy, what is it? Just what is the racing team for Chevy?
Well, I mean,
Chevrolet, right?
Well, you got a Chevrolet, but I was going to say, I mean, it's like Z28. You got a Camaro, and then you got a Camaro Z28. Z28.
Yeah, the Super
Camaro
Sport
SS.
version.
Yeah, or a Camaro SS.
If you like Toyota, the TRD. If you like Nissan, Nismo. If you like Mitsubishi. No, actually, no, because I don't know Mitsubishi. Ralliart, I think it is. Or Subaru, which is the STI, right? So,
Yep.
So the more you know, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, that's cool. Learn something else.
All righty. So what are you ready for a sound?
Yeah,
I think it's the last
sound. Yep.
Actually, no, we only have one, right? That we need to ask.
No, we have 2. We haven't done 1 or 14.
Right, it's because I haven't marked 5 here. Okay, so John. Okay, so John, let's do 1.
1.
Ready?
Okay, and that is I am ready.
Okay, so the question reads: by listening to this sound, name this RC electronics. Oh man, that sounds perfect. By listening to this sound, name this RC electronics.
I hit the wrong one. I already did that one. It didn't. Come on, replay. There we go. Yep.
Well, look. So Shade Tree said ESC, okay, and then he went back and he said Castle, and that was pretty much the answer that I was looking for because every ESC has its own sound, okay, and Shade Tree got it, okay, and even BBY Autographics Castle Creation, that is it, okay, that is a Castle, and then Shade Tree even went on to say that it's on 2S. Yes, every beep that you hear after the tone, it tells you how many batteries you're running. So he's right.
Learned something. See, I've never had a Castle ESC.
Yeah. So look, if you have it handy, if you want to play it again, the sound.
Yeah, I can.
So watch. It does the tone, and then the that is telling you how many cells you're running. So that noise. It'll go, if you're running a 4S, it'll go 4 times. If you're running a 6S, it'll go 6 times. 2S 2 times. 3S 3 times. So, yeah, and that is Castle for you guys.
Dang it. Wrong button. Cool.
So there you go. The more you know, if you didn't know that, now you know, but yeah, that's how it is. All right, man. Hey.
Good job, guys, guessing out there in the chat.
Definitely. So, what question do you have in mind, John? We have plenty. Right. So
yes, we do.
Go nuts.
True or false, guys? Here's a true or false question. Team Durango and Arma is the same company. So, true or false? Team Durango and Arma is the same company.
Oh wow! Look at it. Shade Tree's on the money. No, and that is true. So before it became Arma, Team Durango was actually, and I think it still is, based in the UK. I think it is. Before the brand Arma came upon, obviously they had their own little racing team, and it was Team Durango, and they just implemented it just to bash RC, and that's the birth of Arma RC. Okay, but yeah, so Team Durango was it's the same guy that's running Arma. Okay, so there you go. The more you know.
Nice.
So let's see here. Oh, I got one. Are you guys ready, ladies and gentlemen? Here's another true or false question. True or false? A Savox servo has never been offered on an RTR vehicle. And I'll read it again. True or false? A Savox servo has never been offered on a ready-to-run vehicle. Paul Pittman, yes. And then Shade Tree is false. Oh, wow. So we have a yes and we have a no.
Have a couple more false.
And yes, false is right. False is right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me see. What brand carries, a ready-to-run vehicle with a Savox servo? Which one is it? And that's just a follow-up question to that. So if you're in the market right now, which vehicle has a Savox servo? And you can still purchase it today. Red Cat is one of them. That is correct for the 64, the one with the hydros and all that. It has all of that extra servo. I think, wasn't that Reefs?
It has Reefs, but there's actually another Red Cat that actually has Reefs, also servo in it and ready to run. We've already discussed that one tonight.
And that is because I saw the comment, and pretty much I spoke as I was thinking. The Red Cat that I'm aware of is just Reefs. Okay. The Gen 8, no, the Gen 8
X, the Gen 8 X engine. Gen 8 X had the X system in it, the X brushless system, plus you had the Reefs servo, plus you had the remote. What remote was that?
The Fly Sky,
nice
no? Fly Sky. No?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember which model it was. I don't remember. But just the electronics in that thing alone was worth the price tag of what, $450, $475, something like that. I think those went for
the
GT5. There you go. Yep.
Yeah, there you go. So, but again, ladies and gentlemen, you guys have not mentioned, which brand you can get a vehicle with a Savox servo on it. Really? Wow.
I don't know the answer.
And not even John knows the answer. Oh boy. So I'll just go ahead and just say it. If you go to Send Racing, okay, Send Racing is well known for their Colossus. If you see that big old monster truck, it is huge. It's immense. It is definitely stands to its name. It is the Colossal. So if you're in the market for a vehicle, and if you don't want to purchase, not that you want to purchase, you don't want to upgrade the servo, Send Racing's got you hooked up. Send Racing sells that truck, the Colossal, with a Savox servo. So, and if you guys are not agreeing with me, Google it. So nice. There you go. The more you know. You didn't know, John?
No, I did not. And Shade Tree said the same thing.
Yeah. So again, the brand is Sen Racing, and I know recently they came out with that dually. I don't
Mhm.
even. What do you categorize that dually, John? Is it a crawler?
It's
Is it a
definitely not a
basher?
crawler. No, it's more of a street uh, truck, I guess, road car, like Paul says. Cool truck, perfect to put a gooseneck trailer behind and pull one of your crawlers or boat or something.
Yeah. And again, well, I mean, I'm just curious. I don't even know how to categorize that truck, but they're colossal. They're basher monster truck. Okay, comes with like yeah, and even the modern ESC, they're brushless. I'm not sure what brand it is, but their servo, it is a Savox servo. I know Savox, they're well known of being, uh, voltage hungry. They're up there, but by the end of the day, man, I'm a huge Savox fan here. I have plenty of Savox servos on mostly, not all my rigs, but mostly all of them, and I've never had issues with them. Okay, so that to me, that Sen Racing truck, the Colossal, that is a vehicle that if you're looking for just bash and just not upgrade anything, I guess that is your best bit. So, so
Nice.
there you go. The more you know.
Yeah, and I think Hello RC. I think you're correct. Street basher is probably be the best way to categorize that new truck of theirs, dually.
Yep.
So I noticed we're basically halfway through our show, and it looks like we're basically right at halfway through our questions.
Yeah, man. I'm looking at too, like, oh boy, yeah, we're making a dent on this sheet right here.
Definitely.
So you have one? Go ahead, man.
Let's see here.
Read
Okay,
if you yeah, go ahead.
I've got one, and I say it's an easy one. True or false? RC Basher Boy really knows how to solder battery connectors.
You read my mind. I was gonna tell you read that one.
So again, true or false? RC Basher Boy really knows how to solder battery connectors.
Oh man, here we go. So Shade Tree says false. So read it again, John.
All right. So true or false? RC Basher Boy really knows how to solder battery connectors.
So the people that have commented false, how dare you? No, I'm just playing. You are completely right. You are correct. So brief story on that. Okay.
There's the answer right there, Brandon.
And that's yes, there you go. So why don't I solder, right? Why don't I get my own jig, get my own soldering iron, et cetera, et cetera. The main reason is this, okay? If there's something that I know I could do, I keep doing and, to the point that I can perfect it and make it better. I got myself a jig, okay, to solder just, connectors to my ESC. One, I don't know if I was using enough flux. I don't know if I was using, I don't know, but I made a mess. Okay, so that's how it all started. And then next thing was, I was glad that I've never put a battery on one of my ESCs because turns out that a connector that I soldered it wrong. I put the terminals wrong. So you can imagine how catastrophic that could be. And my local hobby shop caught it. It's like, hey, dude, you have the connectors wrong. Well, what do you know? Well, yeah, it was because pasta was supposed to be here, and it was supposed to be there. Holy crap! So, and third, I'm always burning my damn hands. Okay, so there, all of those little tiny little, marks that I just gave you guys, I just rather support my local hobby shop for that. If I need a connector of any kind, I just pretty much I go one of my techs there at my hobby shop. Would you mind soldering this for me, please? And I'll tell you this, they do laugh at me. They say, really, Gabriel, how many years have you been into the hobby? How many RCs do you own? Are you serious? Do we really need to solder this, you little big baby? Yes. Okay. So there you go. Okay, so does RC Basher know how to solder? No. If you ask me to solder, I will give you my hobby shop number so you can call them and make an appointment. I'll do that. Because, soldering, you can say, people have their fortes, their good stuff. Hey, me soldering, forget it. I'm not good at it. Have I ever wanted to, start over and, re-perfect it? No. To me, soldering is just out of the question. All right.
I've learned it's taken a very, very, very long time to get what I call okay at it. And I really realized for the longest time I was trying to be too cheap, getting cheap soldering iron probably more than anything. It wasn't until like a year or so ago that I actually got like a decent one that's adjustable heat, and that's made a huge difference. And of course, getting a set of helping hands or jig, whatever you want to call it, those two things right there made the biggest difference.
Yeah. So Shade Tree, the secret is to be quick, get in there, and get out. And I know where that secret's coming from, because the secret is if you can't get quick there enough, most likely you'll get burnt. So.
Yep. Very good.
So there you go.
Yep.
Gene, I can't believe I even put it on here. What was I thinking? Jesus.
And you get good enough to do it. That's when you're on the downhill slope.
All righty, my friend. If you want to ask one, go ahead.
Well, I asked that one, so let you take one.
Oh, okay. So, hopefully, this next question that I'm about to ask, hopefully this person is around. Hopefully, he gets to hear or he gets to listen, this question. But here it goes. The question reads, hey guys, welcome to the channel. Was a common phrase on which RC channel? Let us know in the comment section.
I think I know the answer.
And I'll read it again. It says, hey guys, welcome to the channel. Was a common phrase on which RC channel? It wasn't Exocage. And Brandon Tivlin.
Who's now called Axiomatic Productions.
That is correct.
Yep.
Back then it was Axiomatic RC. Hello RC, whoever soldered that wire to my ESC on that Ecto wasn't good either. Yeah, see. So, and that's another thing, okay? Let's say, for example, if you ever get to see my soldering abilities, probably you'll be laughing at me, but I gotta say, man, my local hobby shop does a really, really great job. I'm sure, one of the techs there, he can even solder with his eyes closed. Hands down to him. I've never had any issues with connectors. That's why I'm so confident just going there. So, and even that, man, I won't get laughed at. Why? Because I know for a fact that, all my soldering, is done professionally. That is,
Very nice.
So yeah, and then also, so going back to the question that I just asked, hey guys, welcome to the channel. I will remind you guys, okay, my Arma on tour, it is still going on. If you guys haven't caught up, on to date of what's going on with that vehicle, I highly suggest you to go to Axiomatic Productions. I know that is the latest video he uploaded. And if you don't know who Axiomatic Productions is, the question that I asked, you will have an idea where I'm coming from, because he even mentioned
he mentions you in that video.
Yeah. So
I do not recommend that. Hello, RC. I wouldn't.
I wouldn't recommend it either. But if you do, okay, it is your discretion. But if you do, next week, let us know how it went. I would suggest butter. I would suggest butter. I would suggest, making a map to your nearest hospital. And ice. I mean, I don't know what else, right? But
yeah,
that's what I would recommend.
Speaking of the Granite on tour,
yep,
which I saw that video you were just referring to, and I also saw Roadside RC's video, and I thought that was pretty cool where he took the Granite, and made laps at the local track. I thought that was pretty cool. It seemed like it performed pretty well. It
sure did. Yeah, man. I gotta hand it to Troy over there at Roadside RC. And again, if you guys haven't watched the video, if you guys are not up to date onto the Arma RC on tour, so Roadside RC actually did take it to a indoor racetrack, and it performed really, really well. He did plenty of laps. I think 20, 30 laps on it.
Yeah, he did quite a bit. I think he had it down around 56 seconds a lap or something like that, I think.
Yeah, he was nailed it down. So that truck, and look, let me do a quick recap on this tour so far. So, and actually I even had to go back and just refresh my memory. So RC's Big Air, I gotta hand it to that guy. He did an amazing job with that video. I was very impressed on how much work it was put onto that video. But he ramped it over a fire pit. Okay, it was pretty amazing. That truck has performed an Evel Knievel stunt. And it went with Brent with Adventure Time RC. I think he took it into some rocks and he was just ramping it here and there. Also, he went to town with it. And from there, I went to Sean's RC Adventures. He took it to Central Park, if I'm not mistaken, over there in New York City. To me, it was awesome because I personally, I've never been to those places to New York City. And it was a great place that he took it. I think it's like Central Park is like a landmark, honestly, right? Like
Central Park is huge. It's massive.
Yeah. So Sean took it there and he had a blast. And from there, when we relaunched the tour, it went to Roadside RC, Troy, and he took it to a racetrack indoors. And man, that thing performed awesomely. Mm-hmm. It did really, really well. And so right now it's currently sitting with Axiomatic Productions. He just unveiled it. He just unboxed it, stating that it's there. And right now we're just waiting for a video, said that he was going to bash it, destroy it. I mean, I don't know, right? But that's, we'll see, man. I'm just like you guys. I'm very, very excited to see what Axiomatic does. And then from there, it's going to Wayne Kibler and Honolulu. Of course, they also do a lot of RCing over there. And lastly, it will go to yours truly, JMHRC, right?
Yep. I'm looking forward to it. I'm glad to be a part of it. And, I know that I think Troy put a 25 kg servo in the box. So if the servo goes
That's
out,
correct.
we have a servo to put in it. And if it doesn't go out, then I guess whoever ends up winning this, because at the end of all this, when it goes back to you, somebody's going to win this truck.
That's correct.
At the very least, it will have a servo. Hello RC asks, who breaks it? Who breaks it fixes it. And yes, basically, if it's
technically, and if it's something major, whatever, we're all in this. Of course, we'll get together. And once it comes back to me, I do have the original box. I don't know if you saw that when I did the reboot video. I mean, I know you guys saw the original box. I do have the manual for it. I do have the battery. Everything that came in, in the box, I still have it. So yeah, once it comes back to me, that's where I'll ship it into. So it'll be ready to run.
I'm gonna throw some stickers, some JMH stickers in the box when I send it back with you. Heck, I may 3D print a couple things and throw in there too. And if these remotes show up, there may be some extra remotes in that box also.
Oh, what? You're serious? Are we serious with this? I know what remotes you're talking about. Looks like I'm gonna have a bowling alley over here. That'll be great. But yeah, so once that vehicle comes back to me, I will inspect it. I will check it out. I'll make sure everything works. And before I even auction it off, I will do a recap video on what you have to do. In case you're not certain on what you really have to do, I'll just give you a recap what you need to do. And once that point is made, again, I'll just go ahead and raffle it out. Also, I did know that the body that comes with that truck, I think there's stickers on there as well. I think RC's Big Air has like a sticker inside, the body. Also Adventure Time. I don't know if Sean actually put a decal on there. I'm not sure, but I know Axial is. But yeah, you definitely, this truck, once it comes back, trust me, all the people that are involved in this, they're totally RC enthusiasts, okay, including myself. Yep. So it's definitely been in good hands, and trust me, once it goes off to the new owner, trust me, man, you'll have a hell of a truck. I'll tell you that.
Absolutely.
And with a servo that John mentioned, Roadside RC put on there. So
yep,
he didn't put it, but it's there. So
exactly. If it needs it, it'll be ready.
Yep.
So I'm looking forward to getting it when it gets here.
Hell yeah, man. Me too. Continuing the question. So
it's been a long time since you've seen it.
I know. Yeah. Oh man, it's been a year actually.
Definitely.
So,
but yeah, let's get back to the questions. I've got one to ask here. This is a true or false. The axial rift is a 1/10 scale RC. And that is true or false. The axial rift is a 1/10 scale RC.
True or false? Let us know.
I know where you got this question from.
Oh yeah, you do?
I think I do. I think I know where you got it from.
Dennis? Remember I was asking Dennis?
Yep.
What is that?
Exactly.
Yep. And again, so we have a true and two false, because technically that's where this question comes from, right?
Yep.
So I'm going based, let me tell you this, okay? I'm going based what the manufacturer states it is, okay? Yes, we all know that it's in the ballpark of a 1/8 scale. Technically, it's bigger, but according to the manufacturer, okay, it is advertised as 1/10 scale, okay? Don't get mad at me. Don't come say, hey, Gabriel, you're wrong. It's 1/8 scale. Let's measure it, this and that. Again, if you go to Axial Racing or you go to Horizon Hobby, the axial rift, it is mentioned or is stated as a 1/10 scale.
Yep, it is.
So the answer is true. And if Dennis would have been here, whoa, hold on. Yep. Let me grab my measuring tape. But again, I'm just going based on what the manufacturer states.
Exactly.
Oh man, let's see. Alrighty, so next question. Oh, here's an interesting one. Next question reads: you should always use blue Threadlock on your plastic hardware. And it's more of a true or false question, right? But it reads again: you should always use blue Threadlock on your plastic hardware. Blue Threadlock would also be referred as Loctite, But generally speaking, blue Threadlock or red Threadlock, right? Which I wouldn't ever suggest you to use red Threadlock on your RCs, but there you go. Yes, false. So,
On
ladies and
plastic,
gentlemen,
do not use thread locker. Instead, use super glue.
super glue. Yes, and I'm just gonna throw this out there. Blue Threadlock is just Threadlock. Okay, it is not a glue. It is not a something that you want to bond with plastic. You don't even want to mess with a plastic piece at all. Okay, blue Threadlock. Think about this: blue Threadlock, metal on metal. That's it.
Okay. And the way Threadlock works is when the two metals are basically pushing against each other, it creates some friction / heat, and that heat is actually what makes it tighten up or get hard, whatever you want to call it. You don't get that with the plastic.
And Hello RC says it's a soft joint, no need. Yes, that is correct.
I think this is the best answer right here.
Yeah. And if it's not going in right, just cross thread it, and that is your cheap Threadlock right there.
Yep.
So awesome, man. Awesome. So your turn, John.
All right. So let's see. All right. The Sprint 2 Flux is made by what RC company?
Oh.
The Sprint 2 Flux is made by what RC company?
Do you know the answer to that, John?
I do not.
Really?
I don't even know what the Sprint 2 Flux is.
Well, Shade Tree RC's got it. It is made by HPI. It is an on-road.
Okay.
It is an on-road. The Sprint 2, I think it's a carbon chassis. The Sprint 2 Flux, that is basically ready to run chassis. I own that myself. Originally, it was a BMW, and then I turned it into a Toyota Supra. Oh, the irony, right? But yeah, so that is the Sprint 2 Flux. My opinion on that on-road, I don't even know if they still make them. I'm not sure, but I guess you know the story with HPI. It's coming back. It's not. Who knows, right? But the Sprint 2 Flux, okay, it's not a shaft-driven vehicle. It is a band. It is a belt. You use belts. That's the transmission of that whole vehicle. It is all-wheel drive, and you use belts. The number one issue on that chassis, on that car, it is the rear belt drive. Why I mention the rear is because for some reason that rear belt drive, it is so close to the damn mortar that you're always tearing up belts because of the heat of the mortar. And not also this, okay, the Sprint 2 Flux, it is also meant to be run only on carpet. Why do I mention that is because if you run it on asphalt, the slightest pebble that you get and those belts get caught on a pebble, the resistance of that belt, catching up a pebble, you will tear your belts. So, have I exchanged belts constantly on that chassis? Yes. Are they hard to come by because HPI? Who knows what's going on with their vehicle? I don't know, right? So right now that car is just currently a paperweight. I don't use it. It's just for looks only. But yeah, that's just my take. And what did Shade Tree say? Why is Tank saying that?
I think he's just saying that because he answered it right, and he's answered quite a few. So I think he's just saying that if AZ was here, AZ and Shade Tree would be having a battle.
And yeah. To that, yeah. That is right. Yeah. Right now, Shade Tree, he's and again, there's no right or wrong answers. We're not keeping track. We're just having a blast here. But right now, yeah, Shade Tree is on the money on all these questions. So gotta say, man, you're. But yeah, AZ Froggies, if you guys don't know who he is, he's also highly knowledgeable. Yeah, unfortunately, he's not here tonight, but I'm sure. Look, if you guys don't know who AZ Froggies is, he's also an on-road enthusiast. I mean, I wish he was here so he can just give me more detail on the because not only the Sprint 2 Flux was made from HPI, there's other chassis that were made, from HPI, but the Sprint 2 Flux, and I own it myself. Oh, ask me how many times have I changed that rear belt? Oh man, it's a headache. But alrighty, man. Awesome.
So we are approaching, getting close to roughly our last 30 minutes. And I think we're down to 7-8 questions roughly. So I just wanted to, re-put it out there for anybody that maybe wasn't on earlier. Our very last question that we will ask tonight is going to be for a goodie bag that will have some 3D print stuff for RC that I've 3D printed. We'll also have RC Basher Boy stickers, JMH RC stickers, and the very first RC Conference Live sticker, in that. So that'll be coming up here in the very near, in the probably next 30 minutes or so.
Yes, and I can't stress this enough. Okay, the RC Conference Live sticker. Okay, it is exclusive, given, to the winner of tonight. I don't have stickers from RC Conference Live, and we run the show. John doesn't have stickers.
Nope.
From RC Conference Live, and he runs the show. So you are getting a sticker from our show that we don't even have stickers from.
That's right.
You will get one tonight if you answer correctly. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And yeah, we are getting close. So yeah. PBY Autographics. There is an aftermarket company that makes a better replacement belt for belt drive RCs. Interesting. Now, what's it called? Well, you know what? Look, if I start messing with that thing, it's one of those things that
do a video.
I can, but it's one of those things that you will fail. You know what I mean? It's like, if I use this, what are the odds of me breaking something? Like it's fairly high. Like I would say, 90% out of 100, I will break.
So it's like when you take a basher out and you're guaranteed to break it.
Yep. Yeah, that's where that HPI lands in. Okay. But yeah, let me know. Let us know in the comment section, and I'll definitely look it up. Why not? Oh yeah, man. So
nice.
And yeah, while you do that, John, you want to keep asking?
Yes. And I'd say in the next few minutes, let's ask our last noise question, sound question in the next couple minutes. But I have a question. Should be an easy one. This was actually sort of talked about, and actually, I don't know if you realized that the answer was given away earlier.
Okay.
A T-plug is also known as what?
Oh.
A T-plug is also known as what?
Stuff racing. Okay. I'll look it up. Thanks. BBY Autographics. Thank you. Oh, look at Shade Tree.
Yep.
Man. Let me ask you this. Okay. He's right. Okay. Are these questions super easy? Like, should I go into harder version of questions?
I mean some of them are easy. In my opinion, some are easy. Like that one is the easy one, and we sort of talked about it earlier. And the answer was sort of given away earlier. But that one was definitely easier. LCG is an easier one, but to me, there's other ones that
they're pretty easy, right?
not as easy. So I think there's a good mixture of questions.
Because look, my comment to this is, if you think that these are my last questions, if you think this segment, will probably run its track here soon, I gotta say no. To me right now, I'm in a position where if I need to come up with questions, I came up with 30 questions in a matter of 30 minutes. It was separate days, but in a matter of 30 minutes. Okay. And what I'm saying here is, if you like this segment, if you like what's going on here in the show tonight, we will have RC trivia questions in the future. Okay. Yep. So if you're enjoying this segment, I highly appreciate it. And yes, so more RC questions to come in the future. So I'll give you that. And Shade Tree, yes, definitely, man. That's all that matters. Everybody here at home, as long as you guys are enjoying and having fun, listening to our questions, that's all that matters as well. So yeah. So what? You're ready to ask our last sound question?
Yeah. Let me.
14.
Yep, I'm ready.
Okay, so we will play a sound, and I'm gonna ask a question. Okay, so the question will pertain to the sound, and it reads: "This sound is made by a." I'll read it again. This sound is made by a. Oh, BBY Autographics. I mean, I know he says B6 charger, but it's battery charger.
Yep.
It's a battery charger. And we got a Hello RC, a smoke alarm.
Oh, there's a good
and
one
he's right there. He's right. We'll consider that.
You're right. Some good answers there.
But look, so the Tank RC, he went more into the sound, okay, which is the Lipo alarm. That is also correct. If you overcharge a battery, okay, or if you disconnect the battery, or if a cell dies, or if for any reason your battery malfunctions, that is the sound, okay, that your charger will make. Most chargers will make, that is, because I know there's other chargers that make other noises, but in the general, that is a sound that your charger will make. Because how do I make my charger come up with that sound? All I did was just charge and then just disconnect the battery, from charging, and that's where I got the sound. So if you guys are curious, but and also BBY Autographics, you're also correct, the low input voltage. But again,
that's awesome, Brandon.
and look, and let me tell you, let's tell this, ladies and gentlemen. So we were thinking, like, okay, so how are we going to implement these sounds? And John and I, we were discussing this yesterday, and John just said, you know what, I'll just play them off of my phone. I was just kind of curious to see, if we were actually going to get a good sound. But man, John, he's doing a good job. Okay, he's just putting it on the microphone, and it sounds super loud. Which is great.
I got the phone turned up all the way. That way, I wanted to make sure it was, it would be heard. So
yeah, it's definitely heard. I'll tell you that.
Awesome.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
That is the last sound question of the night. We don't have any more that have noises involved, sadly. I like that. I think that was cool that you came up with that.
Yeah, now Paul Pittman, what you can do is just if you can close your YouTube and then come back, and then that can probably help you out with if your chat and video is out of sync, or if you gotten out and we came back, for some reason YouTube does this, that it just pauses where you left off, and then when you come in, it'll just resume when you re-come in.
And you should be able to move. If that's the case, you should be able to move your red dot up.
That's correct. But if you don't want to mess with all that, just close your YouTube and then come in back to YouTube and then just come back to us, and hopefully that helps. So,
nice.
All right, man. Cool. Do we have more questions, ladies and gentlemen? John, do we have more questions?
Yeah, I think we got roughly 6 more, I think.
I'm not keeping count, actually, because we're just going up and down. But...
Yeah, so I've got one I'll ask.
Sure.
And that is Outcast 8S EXB is made by which company? Again, question is Outcast 8S EXB is made by which company?
Oh, BBY Autographics. Look at. Oh, we have a new contender over here. Shade Tree. Oh, boy. Brendan Timlin Arena, but I know he meant Arma. But the RC Basher Boy Arena, you're in the ballpark.
Right?
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Cool, man. Let's see. You want to do... Don't we have another riddle on here?
We do 20.
That's right? You want to go on that one? Let's see. All right, so the next question is more of a riddle. And before I even mention this, there are 2 vehicles, okay, that need to be mentioned. Okay, it's not just one. There are 2 vehicles. Okay. So it reads, it says, solve the riddle. I am brushless and my body color is red. My name is a desert out west. I'll read it again. Solve the riddle. I am brushless and my body color is red. My name is a desert out west. There are 2 vehicles I'm looking for. Oh boy, look at. Oh, so okay. This is interesting. So Shade Tree got the Mojave. Brandon Tiblin got the Glamis.
Green Frog.
And Green Frog, yeah, you got both. Wow. And yeah, we were looking for 2 cars, 2 vehicles. And yes, it's the Arma Mojave. I know it also comes in green and black. And believe it or not, the Glamisphere only came in red. And that is the fear, that is. It only came in red.
And you own both, right?
And that is correct. Yeah. I own the Arma Mojave 1, and then I own 3 Glamispheres. Oh boy, I was just bragging there. But yes, I own 3 of those. And why do I own them? Because they were so damn fun, man. Before Batera went under, man, those vehicles till this day, they're amazing.
And he's got 3 rigs, so he can at least keep one going at all times on the Glamis side.
Yeah, yep, that is right. And actually, previously, there was a guy on eBay that was selling just a chassis, a roller, what they so call. It was a Glamis Uno. And all of the plastic parts were there intact. The only thing was just missing the motor, the ESC, and the servo. But all of the plastic, everything was just there. So I'll be using that as a parts car.
Nice.
Since I used my parts car, I even sent it on tour. I went nuts with it. But I definitely needed a parts car, and I got one again. So
nice.
So there you go.
All right. So I got a question to ask. I think I have to ask this one.
Sure.
All right. The RC Basher Boy, the movie video, name the 6 RCs that came out. Again, this is from RC Basher Boy's channel. The movie video, name the 6 RCs that came out. So we're looking for 6 RCs from the movie video that RC Basher Boy put out.
Yes, and I uploaded that video, I would say, a few months back. Okay, so I did feature 6 RCs. Okay. I want you guys to name them all. So, and this is going to take some time. Let's see who gets it first, but And I'll give it away, okay? All you gotta do is just click that video. In the description, there's all of those RCs in there. We need to see them on chat. Green Frog RC, okay, so that's one. You gotta name 6. You still need 5 more to go. Brandon Tim, the Hornet. No, Hornet wasn't featured. So Green Frog only got 1. You gotta name the 6. And I'll tell you, Green Frog RC named 1, so he gave that one away.
I'm gonna give a small hint. One of them was recently talked about tonight on the show.
And also that, yep. And just barely. So yeah, so the Honcho is 1. The New Bright. No, I don't own any New Bright, unfortunately. Nico, that is the only. Actually, no, it's Nico and I think it's called Shapeways. I think it is the RC from Toy Story.
Yep. So we are looking for the 6 RCs that were in the movie video that RC Basher Boy put out here just in the last, say, 3 months or so.
Yep, and again,
I like that answer. It's not right, but I like it.
And again, all you gotta do is just click on the video, and you will see in the description box. Boom! Look at Green Frog. There it is.
There it is.
Oh, and then Hello RC. Look, he came in second. But I'll tell you this. Okay, so Green Frog did mention earlier, my Honcho CX-10, which is not on that comment that you highlighted. But Hello RC, he mentioned the Honcho, the Wraith, the Vatera, the Slash, the Triple X Losi, and the Savage. Which, yeah, so, wow.
But
Green Frog
wasn't in there. The Glamis wasn't in that one.
No, but, well, I'll take Vatera. I'll take it.
Okay, all right.
So, Hello RC and Green Frog. But, yeah, Green Frog came in first, so he got it.
Nice.
That is awesome. So why did I bring this up? This question. I gotta say, man, I've been doing YouTube since 2017. I think it'll be an anniversary here coming up. I'm not really into all that, how many years I've been on YouTube, but I started around this time in 2017, that is. And just like the saying, okay, you got to start somewhere, right? And I thought, okay, in my opinion, I thought my phone then, would do a good job until, I uploaded some videos, and turns out that I was even accused of saying that supposedly I even had Parkinson's. It was horrible, my video was shaky and this and that, and a video like that, the RC Basher Boy the movie, it is a huge leap to how I, originally started. Okay, and what I mean by that is, to me, I think there was a lot of progress made, since the day I started. I guess to me, once I shot that video, once I was even satisfied, I even gave myself a pat on the back, honestly. If you are curious to ask me, what is your favorite video? What is the video that I've enjoyed the most? That, ladies and gentlemen, it is my best work, in my opinion, that is. But yeah, so that's the main reason why I even wanted to share all these answers with you guys. But yeah, that's it.
So we are down to the last 4 questions.
And you know what, man? Pardon my stupidity, but I should have because I'm just check marking the question, but I'm not seeing it. How do I put in my own words? I guess I should just mark off the number as we go, because I'm not keeping count. So yeah, that is. Yeah. Let me see here. Ooh.
Yeah, so we should have 12, 24, and 29 and 30.
Okay. Yeah, but let me see it physically too, because 20 was already asked, right?
21, yep.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, pardon me here really quick. Let me just get on to date on what we have asked. And yeah, so it is question number 24. So 24, 29, and 30, right?
And 12.
Oh, and 12. Oh, hey, 12. We haven't asked 12.
Nope.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, ready for the next question?
Go for it.
The question reads, JMHRC owns an Invader ST. What RC company made it? Now, I'll tell you this. ST stands for Stadium Truck. Okay. JMHRC owns an Invader ST. What RC company made it? Brandon Timblin. Get your shit together. I know, man. I know.
Here it is.
So yes, it is made by Duratrax.
Yep.
So, and now
and that's not who I thought was going to answer that question. I actually thought BBY would be the one to get that question first.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But Brandon Timblin got it.
Yep.
So tell us a brief history on that car. You've had it for many, many years, and before you do, I did own that truck when I was a lot younger. I broke an A-arm, and I went to a local hobby shop back then, and they told me that they couldn't get parts anymore. I don't know. I guess I ran it when I guess that truck became discontinued or what, but I had one of those vaguely.
Yep.
So what's your take on that truck?
I've had mine somewhere in the neighborhood of 15, 16 years, somewhere around there.
Wow.
I've had it. So it was my first hobby grade RC. Or what I would call hobby grade RC. So I've had it for a long time. And if you go to my channel my YouTube channel has been around since 2006. I originally started it just to be able to post videos to message forums and stuff, particularly some of that around. There's some videos from my Evader back in the day when I put it brushless and doing cyclones with it and some jumping and stuff like that. So I have some old videos of it out there. Video quality is horrible, by the way, but so I've had it for a long time. I've sort of handed it over to my son. He actually was bugging me to get it out and get it running, and I got it out and got it running. It had a Traxxas VLON system in it, and it had a ball diff in it, and they were always very hard to keep them together. They did come out later with an EXT version, which had a better diff, but Duratrax Evaders now are hard to get any parts for, especially the EXT models. So I sort of turned it over to my son. It's got a crawler motor in it, actually, amazingly. It does about 18 miles an hour. And it's a fun.
You guys are curious.
Yeah, it's a fun stadium truck. I actually got 3 or 4 bodies for it, I think now. And actually, so I have my original one, and then I've bought 3 or 4 other chassis. 2 of them are pretty much rollers that I've picked up as people were selling them, really sort of like you did with the Glamis to have extra parts.
Yep.
So I really have enough, I think, for 4 Evaders. Honestly, wow. I could probably easily get them running really easily, but I'll never get rid of that. It was my first one. My son likes to play with it. And I had a lot of fun with that thing back in the day. So
I bet, man. I bet. So yeah, and those of you that weren't aware what the Evader ST, I just went onto Google and showed you guys briefly there. So mine was the gray and black. If I recall, yours was the green, right? You have a green one.
Yeah, I have a green body and a blue body, and I'm trying to remember which body mine came with initially. I can't remember what body. I want to say I had the blue body originally, and then I bought a green body later, and now I have a pink body that came with one of the ones, which I don't think was ever a factory option body. I think it's one somebody painted. But yeah, I have a few extra bodies now.
Oh, sweet, man. Sweet.
Yep. So I have a question. Ask true or false, guys. The Night Runner from Element RC is a 1980s Trans Am. And again, true or false, the Night Runner from Element RC is a 1980s Trans Am.
Now, when you buy that vehicle, does David Hasselhoff come in that? Oh, look at Tank. Well, Tank is wrong.
It should be, though, dang it.
Right? So where did I get that that question, I guess, the true or false? If you guys don't follow Hemistorm RC, when Element RC dropped, the video that truck was actually coming out. And just so you know, if you guys are still curious what the Night Runner is, it's basically a new crawler from Element RC. It looks like a Tacoma. It is not licensed, but it looks, trust me, it looks just like it. Of course, it's not a Tacoma, right? But Element RC called it the Night Runner, okay? And just like myself and Hemistorm, when I said, like, man, that sounds like a freaking, I am Night, what is it? I am Night Industry 2000's kit if you prefer, right? That's what the first thing that came into mind, okay? Is this thing going to talk to you? What is this thing going to drive itself? Or, what? And Hemistorm RC, if you guys follow him, he did an unboxing and he said the same thing as I thought. Like, holy crap,
So something I want to say, since you sort of bring in talking about Knight Rider, basically.
Sure.
I love Knight Rider as a kid. Actually, still as an adult, I think I still like it. Because I'm a car person. And I recently, I don't know, last 6-8 months, maybe a year, found there's a YouTube channel, the Knight Riders Historians, I think is what it's called. Mm-hmm. And they do nothing but videos about the show and the cars and stuff. So if anybody likes Knight Rider or any of the history, they got some pretty cool videos out there. They actually tracked down the original semi truck,
cool.
Which was used in many other movies and was painted different colors. And they're in the process of restoring it to the original, the way it originally looked, which is sort of cool. They have one of the original Knight Rider cars. A lot of cool information if you're into that stuff. So check them out. RC84 Films, welcome.
Hey, Chris. Good evening. So and yes, look, and I know my age gap is like, you guys think I'm a freaking kid, but I also enjoyed Knight Rider, believe it or not. When I was in middle school and high school, when I would come home from school, if I would turn on the TV, it was just reruns of Knight Rider. Okay, and yeah, of course there were some episodes that were kind of corny or whatever, but they were fun. I gotta admit, they were really enjoyable. But the one, look, I know what KIT stands for. Okay, it is Night Industry 2000.
Yep.
Right. So there you go. See, Night
and then
Industry
it's really
2000.
cool. It's really cool to find out how they did some of the filming, like some of the scenes where KIT drove himself and stuff. Like some of their videos actually talk about that, and so it's pretty cool to find out how they actually did that. So, if you're into that, go check it out.
Oh, definitely, definitely. But again, let me rephrase this, okay? The question was, okay, true or false, the Night Runner from Element RC is a 1980s Trans Am. I know we're talking about Knight Rider, but it is false, okay? The Night Runner is a crawler, and it looks like a Tacoma. It's not a Trans Am. I'll just rephrase that again. It came with a Hava, already had it.
All right, so we are down to our final two questions.
And yes, oh boy, so the final two, let me just we'll say this again. The last question of the night. Okay. If you answered correctly, we will check who answered first. If you answered correctly, you will get a goodie bag. It will consist of 3D printed parts. Right now, John will tell you which are they. You will get RCs from George Truly, which is RC Basher Boy, and JMHRC, and exclusively, okay, I can't stress this enough, exclusively, there are RC conference live stickers made. Well, they're still being made, but
they're made.
Yep, and they're exclusively. You will get them first than us. Okay, we still can't get them. You will, but we can't.
Yep. Have
so
to
you will
think,
be the first.
Have to thank BBY Autographics, who's been in the chat. Actually, while he's been on the chat, he's been working on cutting the stickers. He's sent me pictures. There's the first 4 have been cut.
Oh, I appreciate it, my friend. Thank you.
Yep.
No, man, we can't thank you enough. So again, that's what you will get on the last question. Okay, but there's one more. Well, there's one question that we have to ask, and then we'll go down to the last one. So.
Yep.
You want to read it there?
I'll ask the one before our last question, the one before that one that matters. So, true or false? You should always turn on your vehicle first, then your remote.
No, I can't wait to see this one.
Is it what you should do or what we actually do?
Yeah. Oh, hey, Shade Tree. Hello, RC. Everybody, look at that. It is a big no-no. So yeah, so the question read, you should always turn your vehicle first and then your remote. Nope, never do that. You should always turn your remote first. Okay. Even if it's Android based, that we talked about it earlier. That it takes 30 minutes before to upload. You turn on your remote first and then your vehicle. Alrighty?
Yep. So as we've already said, last question of the night, the first person to answer it right in the chat is going to get a goodie bag. So you'll have to reach out to myself or Gabe so we can get your shipping address, and you will be getting a goodie bag, which will have this 3D printed thumb control for your remote. Pretty much most of your RC remotes, 52 millimeter, I believe. This will fit so you can drive one-handed if you wish. A pinion holder. Again, 3D printed. I printed these. Some RC Basher Boy stickers. Some JMH RC stickers. And then the very first, thanks to BBY Autographics, for cutting the very first RC Conference Live stickers, will be in that goodie bag. And just so y'all know, Brian with BBY Autographics, obviously he does graphics. He sells quite a bit of graphics on eBay and stuff for RC cars, like Yanko stripe kits for RC bodies and others. So if needing any stickers or decals, you might want to check him out. He's got quite a bit of different ones.
Sweet.
So I appreciate Brian's help with helping us out with this.
Oh, same here, man. Thank you for making it happen more than anything.
Yep.
And also we got to give credit to Green Frog RC. Green Frog RC actually helped us, with a layout, which is, the logo per se.
Yep.
We came up with we had to come up with a name. We did come up with a name, and I had no clue what it would look like. And, Kagan, Green Frog RC, he stepped up to the plate and gave us a big hand on that.
Killed
Green
it.
Frog and BBY, can't thank you guys enough, ladies and gentlemen. So
Absolutely.
Yep. So thank you. So what are you ready for this one, John? Are you ready for the last question?
I'm ready. I can't wait to see who gets it. I'm curious. This got me curious.
And before I ask the question, okay, technically to me this is an easy, because I'll start by saying this. Okay, it is a riddle. All right, I'll start by saying that it is a riddle, ladies and gentlemen. Before we went on live, John came up to me. It's like, hey, Gabriel, I would like to know what's the answer to, the question that I'm about to ask. Personally, I was surprised. Okay, I literally thought, well, this should be easy. And we also said, this is gonna be the one that's gonna help you guys win, the goodie bag. So John doesn't know the answer to this. Okay, and
I did not know the answer to it. It had me stumped. It had me stumped. I now know the answer, but it had me stumped, and I'm curious. Like, I'm curious if I'm the only one that got stumped on this.
Yeah. So, again, you gotta type. You gotta be the first one on chat. Okay, I am checking my chat. I'm sure John is checking his chat. The first right answer that we see on chat, first one, gets the goodie bag tonight. Okay.
Yep.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The riddle goes. Solve the riddle. I'm sorry. Again, I'll start again. Solve the riddle. I come in a set of 4. Our task is easy, but sometimes fall to the floor. I get misplaced, but easily replaced. I go in and out when batteries are exchanged. Solve the riddle. I come in a set of 4. Our task is easy, but sometimes fall to the floor. I get misplaced, but easily replaced. I go in and out when batteries are exchanged. And the Tank RC wins.
Yep.
Our goodie bag.
It had me stumped. It totally had me stumped. Hey, look, we got wheel nuts listed.
And that is not a wrong answer. I gotta say.
No, I mean
that is not.
The whole purpose behind a riddle is to throw you off, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But see, the Tank RC got it. Wow. Frank the Tank. I gotta hand it to you, my friend. You are our winner for tonight, and I gotta say, our first winner of our show. Okay, right. And we are no more than honored to have the Tank RC, who he also does, evening shows Thursday nights. They're highly enjoyable. But yeah, so the Tank RC with his iconic Porsche, the Porsche,
So I hope, guys, y'all enjoyed the chat tonight. The trivia. I enjoyed it. I enjoy trivia because I always learn something, from it, and I learned quite a few things as well as just enjoyed it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We'll definitely be doing more of these in the future. Probably Herbie for the win. Yep, Herbie for the win. So we'll definitely be doing more of these in the future, probably, slowly stepping the questions up. But I felt like tonight's questions had a good mix. Let us know what y'all think. Oh, look at that. Shade Tree said, I had shocks typed in when he said I fall to the floor. By the time I corrected it, I was too late. And that's wow. I think that was a good, in my opinion, it was good. It definitely, it had me stumped. I'll be honest, guys. When I first read the question, I was thinking shocks like you were, Shade Tree, but afterwards, for some reason, I'm thinking of the batteries and I'm thinking of remote batteries. I never thought of vehicle batteries, so I was thinking remote, and I'm like, what the heck would totally had me stumped.
But see, the thing is, where it kind of doesn't make sense with shocks is the question also. Well, the riddle also says, "I get misplaced, but easily, replaced." In which, I mean, shocks. Well, you have to replace them, but you can't easily replace them. You know what I mean? But yeah,
Well, I think the first part of it, you're thinking shocks, I think is what it is. When you get to the end, you realize it's not to do with shocks. And I think that's what he was Shade Tree was saying is he first thought shocks, but then when he realized it because of the other, he couldn't get changing around.
And see now, and that is the beauty of a riddle. Okay. Yep. I and literally, I don't know what you guys think now that you guys know the answer. And I'll read it again, okay? Solve the riddle. I come in a set of 4. Our task is easy, but sometimes fall to the floor. I get misplaced, but easily replaced. I go in and out when batteries are exchanged. Now, when I thought of it, I said, you know what? I mean, this is a good riddle for body clips. Okay. In my whole head, my whole time, I had body clips as the answer for this riddle. And, yeah, see, when batteries come out, yeah. So, to me, technically, it was like, boom. It was just a said and done deal. Like, yeah, this is going to be easy. But I'm very surprised that, oh, wow, it kind of made you guys think. That's the whole point of this. It is a riddle. It makes you think.
Yep.
And in which, yeah, that's awesome.
Absolutely. And doing the sounds, I think the sounds was a nice touch.
Oh,
I hope you guys enjoyed that. So let us know, give feedback. If you want to reach out to us individually in comments. Good point. Hello, RC asked this in 10 years when body clips don't exist. that would be good then. But no, I like the mix we had. Some sounds, some riddles, general, RC related and more specific, even some channels. It was a good mix of questions in my opinion.
Well, and then before, so RC84 Philip says, I'm sticking with wheel nuts. So the wheel nuts, I mean, the thing is, says, I go in and out when batteries are exchanged. Your wheel nuts stay in place when your batteries, get exchanged. So that's it's a riddle, ladies and gentlemen, So like I said, the whole time it's just body clips.
It was
but yeah, definitely.
Awesome. Thanks for y'all's participation in the chat. We appreciate it, guys.
I have fun, man. I gotta say, I really, really did enjoy, this 2 hours here with you guys. And again, I'll say this again. If you think these questions were easy, ladies and gentlemen, I still can come up with more. Okay, if you like these segments, and if you have any ideas in general, let us know in the comment section. If you're watching this video on replay, comment on on the comment section. Let us know what would be great for an idea of a show. And definitely, there is no right or wrong answers. We'll definitely consider, your opinions.
Yep.
But again, if you do enjoy the trivia questions, again, trust me, this is not going to be one of our last trivia question nights that we will have. Also, don't feel bummed out that you didn't win tonight. I'm sure probably in the future, who knows? We'll have another giveaway. Why not?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Let us know.
We'll have more stickers in the future. We'll have more stickers, and at some point, we'll either give stickers away, or if somebody really wants a sticker down the road, we'll figure something out. So in that regards, next Saturday will be open panel, sort of a normal night, and the following Saturday will be trying to remember. I think it's channel interview. Yep.
Mm-hmm. We won't say who, but it's gonna be awesome, but pretty interesting too.
Agree.
I'm looking into that interview myself.
Yes. So, guys, I appreciate y'all hanging out with us tonight. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your weekend. For most, it's probably a long weekend. So enjoy the holiday. And I'll let you, Gabe, you can close us out.
Definitely. So the Tank RC, if you can get a hold of JMHRC, and then also if you can, Tank, if you can also even put them on your list on your show if you want, if you like. But if you can get with JMHRC, so you can get the shipping address and all that, and we'll take care of you as far as the price goes. And as you can see, JMHRC, he did put his email there, Tank, and hopefully you're still listening. Just get with him and just exchange addresses and whatnot. But yeah, so going back to our show, that is unfortunately it is ending. I highly appreciate you guys coming in, this Saturday evening, and I can't stress a lot. Thanks for the support. Thanks for everything that you guys have done for JMHRC and myself.
Absolutely.
You guys are the viewers, and because of you guys, this show still continues. Okay, with no viewers, it would make no sense, continuing to a show that there's no viewers. But because of you guys, we still continue to, come up with the questions, with interviews, with just the show in general. Okay, so highly, highly appreciate, the support that you guys have given us, this whole time that we've been doing the shows, and of course, in my channel and JMH's channel also in general. We can't thank you enough. Highly appreciate the support. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy your Labor Day weekend. If you guys are not going to work on a Monday, go out, RC. That is my plan. Hopefully you can make it true. And next week, yeah, we'll have open panel. If you RC through the weekend or during the week, let us know in the comment section our next show, what you did. If there's a small rant that you want to go to, any RC company, any part, that it's an upgrade or downgrade. Trust me, I would love to hear about it or read about it, that is.
Hey, look who just stopped in.
AZ Froggies, are you serious, my friend? We went 30 questions unanswered by you, Brett. And I gotta say, man, we had fun. We had fun. I would highly suggest you
might give you a run for your money.
Exactly, Shade Tree. I would. I would go back to that. To go that exercise your mind there. Because Shade Tree was on the money. But AZ Froggies are seeing more. I would highly consider watch the replay. Hopefully, you enjoy the show as well by catching the replay. Why? Because unfortunately, we're coming to an end. And yeah, so ladies and gentlemen,
here's real quick. Ask AZ the riddle. Ask him the riddle. That's what Tank said.
Okay. Overtime? Okay. AZ, I don't know if you're listening to us, but yeah, so people on chat, don't mention anything. Don't say anything. Let's just wait for AC Froggies to answer the riddle that, JMHRC was, curious and so whatnot. So, AZ Froggies, I need your attention. I'm going to tell you a riddle. Give me your answer. Okay? So the riddle says, solve the riddle. I come in a set of 4. Our task is easy, but sometimes fall to the floor. I get misplaced, but easily replaced. I go in and out when batteries are exchanged. And he says, my brain is fried tonight, but I will try. Give it your best shot, my friend. There's no right or wrong answer. If you can answer it, go for it. And meanwhile, I'll read it again. Solve the riddle. I come in a set of 4. Our task is easy, but sometimes fall to the floor. I get misplaced, but easily replaced. I go in and out when batteries are exchanged. Come on, Brett. You got it, buddy. Come on.
Tank, I got your email, Tank. So I'll be getting back to you. I'll get everything together. I'll let you know. And Paul Pittman, actually, Joe has been on once earlier this year, but there we go. He got it. He got it. AZ, just so you know, that question, that riddle stumped me. Totally stumped me. So
there you have it. So there you go. All righty, ladies and gentlemen. So It is. Let's put down your phaser and shut up. So there you go. Highly appreciate you guys coming in on a Saturday night, and tune in next week. Next week it will be open panel. If you guys want to come in, we also do put the link on the chat down below. You just got to do is just click it, and it will just take you live here with us. So that is pretty easy, simple. You know, we do keep it RC related, and yeah, I mean the show goes on. So, ladies and gentlemen, have a great weekend, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Have a good one, guys. See you later.
Later.